Architects can describe design excellence in terms equivalent to a moral imperative. Architecture has been called the mother of all arts and each society's gift to mankind. As an art, it is mathematically immeasurable. As a society, we strive to measure, recognize, and ultimately promote design excellence. In the summer of 2007, architects Catherine Schnook, Mark Cruiser, and staff member Brenda Taylor began the process which would result in the 2008 Design Awards program of AIA Wisconsin, the State Society of the American Institute of Architects. 3 jurors were chosen: Ronette Riley, FAIA of Ronette Riley Architects of New York City, Kenneth Luker, AIA of the Freelon Group in Durham, North Carolina, and Paul Mankins, FAIA of Substance Architecture in Des Moines, Iowa. In early March, the jury and the Honor Awards Committee met at the University Club in Milwaukee to review the 72 entries. The jury chose to spend the first several hours separately reading and reviewing each project. Once they came together as a group, they shared their list of what each perceived as the strongest entries. After more hours of discussion, a group of 10 projects were selected as Honor and Merit Award winners.
We all came to our short list.
Almost unanimously.
Yeah. And independently.
I think there were only maybe
3, 4.
2 or 3, maybe 4, that where one of us was solo.
Right.
And those were all, by far, those were all without exception in the main cup.
Right. No, the yeses we all agreed on.
Yeah.
And we agreed on them in the first pass.
So there's the clarity of distinction there jumped out right away.
This 37-unit condominium development near downtown Milwaukee creates a modern, pedestrian-friendly neighborhood with commanding views of downtown. The design beautifully complements an adjacent historic residential area without resorting to nostalgia. Developed by Vetter Inc. Architects, this project also provides an excellent design-led business model for the creation of well-designed multifamily housing.
That's a great streetscape. That's a nice place. That would be a nice place to live. And the interiors, by the way, it's not just a shell building with poorly executed interiors. This one was really well executed. That's an exquisite space that could stand on its own, just as an interior.
This residence is the second of a series of affordable, prototypical production homes designed for small urban infill lots in Milwaukee's central city. This 3-bedroom, 1,600 square foot model consists of 2 interlocking building blocks, a compact 2-story wood cube and a single-story concrete block bar. A set of delicate steel brackets ties the 2 volumes together and spatially defines the semi-private south-facing roof terrace accessible from the upper level, maximizing the amount of outdoor space in this tight urban parcel.
I really love this project. I just thought that, it uses really modest means. It's a formally, kind of restrained but energetic party. But I mean, the means by which they they clearly express what they're talking about in these diagrams through just changes in material. And I think it's really quite strong. It's really, really well done. And it sits in an existing neighborhood, so it's an infill project, which I also think is pretty
And
good.
it's one of the few projects that talked about dollars per square foot, and maybe it's just the Wisconsin versus New York prices, but $84 a square foot was impressive to me.
Right.
Well, that's very, I mean, that's half of what new homes in North Carolina are being built for.
This beautifully conceived, engineered, and executed project knits together and complements existing gardens to greatly enhance the waterfront of Milwaukee. A children's technology and discovery museum and a museum devoted to the Great Lakes include facilities for a tall-masted schooner and extensive public waterfront access. The sustainable design features include the use of cold lake water for air conditioning, water-retaining green roofs, exterior sunshades, daylighting, high-efficiency lighting, and natural ventilation. The jury noted its beauty, cohesiveness, and effective design imagery. The overall presentation of this project is appealing because it showcases the building and its setting while the building's design showcases the city. The architects and the owners took very seriously their responsibility to make a public building about the public space and the city.
This was the one that we all
Immediately
said was an honor award.
Yeah.
There was debate about the others, but this was the one we immediately said was an honor award. And honestly, I want to drink here.
And I think that that's always the test of good architecture. Is it a place I want to go?
Right.
And everything about this, there was an element of wow, which I think, you want to look for something. It made you look deeper to say, how did they do that? Which I think is always a criteria for an award winner. And it had all of the pieces. It had people in the photographs, it had furniture, it had the ambience and the atmosphere of the place. Immediately got it.
This bar is located in a small space carved out of a commercial development on the southern edge of downtown Milwaukee. This project will effectively expand the nightlife of the Third Ward across the Milwaukee River. Its red glow is created by a ribbon of backlit, custom-fabricated cellular plastic panels which are as enigmatic and beautiful from 2 feet as they are from 4 blocks.